Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam, the club that unites this city, the club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. We are just getting started. Ajax have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Nicely shaped ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Gullit, and he's got his cross in. That has been knocked clear. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Cannavaro. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Triol, always a very imposing presence at the back. Rijkaard did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And this is Bale, and the shot! Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard. Passing nice and neat. Gullit, and the shot! Ruud Gullit! Oh, it's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Israel score first.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And here's Neymar. Quality ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And here's Neymar. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Ajax with the corner, they're first. Messi goes short, drives it in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. And this is Gullit. Messi. Oh, that was vital. That's a little off target. And here's Messi. And there's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Van Bronckhorst with the cross. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Araujo.
Israel can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
There's a sharp little ball here, in towards... Oh, good play! And that's a sharp finish! Ajax are level! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real
Good chance here! Messi carries the ball down the right. That has not gone well. O'Shea is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Stojkovic. Now that's a fine challenge. Now it's De Jong. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gattuso. That has been cut short. And here's the chance to counter. Gattuso kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's the end of the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess, though.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now that's well seen too. Van Bronckhorst can so cleverly bypass the press. Puyol. And Ferry. And it's Cannavaro. And this is Bale. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar. A good play on the left-hand side here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Neymar. Bale. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Stojkovic. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. Deftly away. And this is Hullet. Now it's Stojkovic. Ferry can clear it away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Rijkaard. Nice sequence of passes this. Bale. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gattuso. Van Bronckhorst has created one goal already. He's shifting through the gears here. Araujo. Rijkaard. And it's De Jong. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Thuram. Passes short and sharp. Threads one in. And the counter is on. And Bronkhorst. And he's managed to get free. Cross to the back post. He leaps for it! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Ajax.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, that's a key interception. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's picked his way through.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 35 yards out, this. So he's plotting something before playing it in. He's had a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Israel clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making...
Goes for a shot! And they've got rid. That is good alertness. Moved on forwards. Stojkovic. Bale. And he's intervened well there. Opts for safety. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through. O'Shea. And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up was brilliant.
He won't be happy with that one. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there.
There will be
Shevchenko.
1 minute added time.
Stojkovic. Now it's Bale. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's picked out the run. Look at this. And Cruyff! And there's a goal! 2 up and in. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
All the best for members of our
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
It is a sea of red and white. Ajax, of course, the principal club here in Amsterdam, the club that unites this city, the club with such proud heritage and history and so many honours, continental and domestic. It is a supercharged atmosphere. So straight into the action. Ajax have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
There's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
In with the challenge. Oh, no question, that's a foul. No, that's been intercepted. That has not gone well. And Bronkhorst passes short and sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And here's De Jong, and here's Cruyff. Now it's De Jong, and he's there to belt it away. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
Messi.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
De Jong. Distributed tidily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Decent chance! Not a bad try by any means. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ferry gets it clear. Out for a throw. Albert Ferrer. Some really good ball movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's their second corner of the game. Real chance! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is fabulous. Just drink it in.
Well, you'd want to go and congratulate him for that. Just brilliant technique, and even better, that speed of thought.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want to...
And a chance! That should get the job done. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Neymar. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That has been cut short.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And it's Maldini. Messi, very much a man of this moment. You can run onto that. And Neymar goes for a shot! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give.
He's having a hit! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And he's gone searching crossfield. That ball looks a good one. Shevchenko. And he shoots! Marvellous goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France with the lead. Cleared without hesitation. He won't be happy with that one. Spread it left. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. Look at the space. Ibrahimovic! And again. And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So again, we have parity. That's it, 45 minutes up. France are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And so the action is resumed. And he gets rid in a hurry. And here's Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass somewhat off target. De Jong. Cruyff. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Albert Ferrer. He's on it. Can he get away? Well read. Nice interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Aims beyond the defence. Ferry deals with that comfortably. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Nice looking ball. And he was quick to react. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Hazard. De Jong. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Neymar venturing down the left. That's good play. Van Bronckhorst with the cross. And that should get the job done. Shevchenko. Chance here to counter. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 2.
Ajax can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
26,
Stood up well to him there.
Number 19, Neymar.
Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run.
Giroud.
And this is
Number
Shevchenko.
23, Beckham.
It's a clearance, but not much of one.
Bale.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Now it's Bale. Oh, strongly challenged there. Hazard. Now it's De Jong. He's shifting through the gears here. He'll try from distance. Goal, France! And they get themselves in front. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Thuram gets over and intercepts.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Shevchenko. Nice interception, well timed.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but...
Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Cruyff has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
France have their third corner. Got nowhere to hide after that one. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
De Jong. Now, can they get him away? Cruyff gets into a good position. Knocks it into space. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Looking to play him in.
Ajax really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the shot! Bullet. Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's De Jong. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Hazard! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Substitution for Ajax. Number 5.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 14, Maradona. Number 15, Pele. There will be 3 minutes added time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Puyol. It's a really well-measured ball. That's very neat. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Maldini has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And it's hoisted clear. And we're done. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides